My advice, I would just say to any of the young musicians that are coming along, I think the most important thing, and I find it, I've done recordings with people, and they're great writers and that. To listen to, and just to jam and to play, some basic, some old R&B and some blues. To listen to music, you listen to the chronology of music, so you can understand why you're in the business now. This is a thing that's really lacking, and you find it everywhere, is the fundamental music. Learn how to do that, because then, even when your band goes away, if you want to go play with somebody else, you're going to kind of have that background of music. There's too many virtuosos these days. There's not enough guys that can really, live in a band, or try to do that. And I just, like I say, it's great to play all the notes, but it's where you play them. And if you read music, like I say, it might kill your playing, but you should just do. I just say, just have some roots. You don't have to have gone through it, but listen to it. I mean, I think it should be a requirement. Well, I think you should get X amount. Get some Luther albums, get some Freddie King albums. Get some Major Lance and the Impressions. Definitely Curtis Mayfield. Listen to some stuff, and that's why we're here. That's what brought us here. And it's also, if you look at any of the major acts in the country, and look at all the great, the musicians from England who they cite, none of them. And I'm not saying this, and this is no slash to anybody, but I think any of the great musicians that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or anything, when they say who their influences were, I have not heard one of them mention Nirvana. Okay, I rest my case.
Well, and I'm going to say about the same thing. We used to, and probably still do, refer to musicians that know musical history as cats that can play with depth. They know where these notes are coming from. They know where these feelings in your soul are coming from. They know where these tunes are coming from. Even if they just wrote that tune today, it came from someplace. And I always look for that when I put a band together or replace a guy in a band. I look for their musical depth. That they have this history of American roots, or American roots music. Whether it's bluegrass, country, blues, or jazz, or whatever, but that they've got that in their soul someplace, and then they can take with that and make with it what they do. But if you don't have that as a musician, you're just shallow.
You can right? When you hear it, you're right, with the soul. You can tell when somebody's playing from the heart. You can tell. You just can. Listen to Jeff Beck. Jesus, every note is, it just tears you up. You hear a lot of stuff these days, and you listen to it, and you go, okay, the song, you don't remember anything. You heard the song and say, okay, great. It's something you want to walk away, and you just want to, you want to feel, and that comes from the heart. It doesn't come just from the tips of your fingers. It really doesn't. I mean, there's only 12 notes.
Yeah.
It's how you use them.
Yeah.
It's like I say, just play from the heart.
Amen, brother, and thanks, Milwaukee.
Thank you very much.
We love you all.
And once again, thank you for letting us be here.
That's for sure. I'm glad to be a survivor.
Yes, we all are. It's
more than you know.
And you'll hear the results soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.